power up and start getting ready to Madden 25. You know, just got the Elgato basement PPR, man. I had the Roxy on 12, and I can compare to this year. This is like the best one out. But I'm going to give away that Roxy I only had for like a month. I'm going to give it away on my channel and shit.
And everybody is set for this matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks here at CenturyLink Field.
Well, when you talk about Seattle Seahawks, Denver Broncos, you know the one thing I think about Seattle, Pete Carroll's done an awesome job. Slowly building that team up where, you know, he's not building a West Coast team. He's trying to be big, tough, and physical, and so far it's working pretty well.
How do you think this game comes down in the end?
Well, these two teams they're built really the same way. They want to out-hit you. So when you talk about that as the main focus of what you're trying to do in the game, that means what? It's not going to be a lot of scoring. So I think it'll be a low-scoring game.
Let me get my line up straight. See, was on the Broncos, man, so I had to pick the Seahawks. I was not going to play with the Eagles against the Broncos, man.
Welker's a receiver in the slot. Now 1st and 10. Roxon with that hit, and the ball's going to fall incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
2nd down here. They'll go shotgun here. Working that left side. He's wide open for the grab. Runs out of bounds.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the 1st down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
First down here after the completion. Manning's back at it now, dropping back once again. Makes the grab and keeps the ball moving down the field. That's a 1st down catch. Well, you work all week long on a game plan if you're the offensive coordinator, and you come right out and it works.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence, does it? Makes the offensive players, they feel good about what's going on, and it gives confidence to that play caller. That's just as important.
Speaking of Coach Fox, we met with him, as we always do, on Friday, and it's almost, after a while, it's hard to get him to leave the room. He'll stay all afternoon and talk football with you.
Well, I don't know if he talks football. John Fox has a great way of saying a lot of things when you get done. What did he tell you? Well, there's not much. So there's a quality in a head coach doing those type of things. Loves to talk about golf, everything. Just a good person, and I think that's why the players love him. He knows how to handle people. That's probably his greatest asset.
It's terrible. You could be open with
Moreno lined up in the backfield. 2nd and 8. Looking for a receiver on the left side here.
Nice job by the quarterback. Nobody open down the field. He throws it short. It does not get a 1st down, but it sure makes 3rd down a lot easier.
We'll kill both of them boys out here.
It'll be 3rd down. Trying to work that left side. He's tackled at the 28.
That's what you got to do as a receiver in the NFL now. How about this play? He goes up high, makes the catch, takes the big hit, and holds on.
Oh, man. Crazy. You know he ain't going for no field goal out there. 46 defense, man. He's a good big one, man.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. He has the grab. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
I guess that's how we're going to be today, isn't it? We're just going to go for it on 4th down. That time they go for it and they get it. Good job.
That's the type of situation where the ball will get picked off. Quarterback throwing that fast. Don't go through your progressions. Come on, man. Come on. That's not fair.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Nice job by the quarterback. Finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the 1st down, though.
It's just a matter of time.
Moreno's in the backfield. Single back set. It was batted away.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in position like this, and you can knock it down.
Third down now. Manning's back in shotgun formation. He'll fire it out to the left. Forgot to catch the football.
Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
Good ass field.
Broncos getting set for a field goal. On the 3.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
And a touchback. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Lynch has got the toss, secures the football. Good job on the ground there by Lynch.
Boy, after watching that long run, I'm winded. That was a nice job by the running back. Good job up front, sustaining the blocks. Offense has got to be happy with that.
Harvin's in the slot. 1st and 10. Looking for Percy Harvin. It's incomplete. The defender had it for a moment, but could not pick it off cleanly.
Rodgers was there.
Second down following that incompletion. Tossing it to the running back. They deck him in the backfield.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. 3rd and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make the play and pick up a 1st down.
Tate's lined up in the slot. Now it's a 3rd and 13. He's scrambling now. The throw to the left. Interception. Bringing the play to an end.
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
Moreno's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. They give it to the running back.
That's a terrible read by the running back. It's a short game, but it's all his fault. He picked the wrong hole. He should have cut it back. He didn't, and that's why he was tackled.
Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap. And he's intercepted.
Let's use a pick.
That'll stop the play right there.
Let's use a pick, baby.
Linebackers, they're borderline good enough to be a running back, and they got the hands of defensive backs. Here's a good case. What a fine catch on the interception by the linebacker.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Looking for Percy Harvin. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has an interception.
Movement on offense is fucking garbage, man.
They pounce on him there.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
You don't even need the turbo. That shit is crazy. I wanted to slow up. It's crazy.
Welkers, a receiver in the slot. First and 10. Looking long. Almost intercepted.
And quarterbacks love to throw the football high and far down the field. That time, the quarterback doesn't do that, and he underthrows the receiver.
That's second down coming up. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Throws to the right. Makes the catch. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
Get your ass up, man. Get out of here.
Always hard to guess what the injury is, and don't like to speculate, but I think it's pretty apparent. It's an upper body injury. We'll let you know when we find out.
Moreno lined up in the backfield. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Peyton over to Thomas.
There's nothing the defense can do. When you talk about a receiver like these guys out there now, and this one in particular, the double coverage, they're still able to go in between the defenders, rise up, and make the catch.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. Offense lines up here. Second and 6. Screen, and he hauls it in. That's a gain of 7.
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look for the open space when you throw against zones. That's what he did, and he got the nice completion.
Peyton Manning under center.
It don't even go down like that.
Manning's gonna throw once again on this down. Escaping the pressure, and the quarterback will bail out on this play and slide feet first. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Second and 2. And he's thrown to the ground.
When you're the quarterback and you see a blitz, you got to know you got to drop back, look at a receiver, and let it go. No hesitation is allowed. He hesitates, and the defense gets the sack.
Welkers lined up now as a slot receiver. 3rd and 10.
Come on, man.
Touchdown.
Any other time, this nigga turn
Well, when the
around
offense goes in there and scores again to increase their lead, it's got to give a lot of confidence to the defense. Now can they go out there and do their job?
Makes the PAT. Matt Prater is ready to run up and kick this football. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
It takes so much. It's ridiculous. That's crazy. No, it don't take me to team at the sideline. You got to run about 5 yards before you can even make a turn. That's slack.
The Seahawks all bunched up here as they get set at the line. And that's a gain of 10.
Nice job that time. The run play gets the first down. You move those chains. Hey, it's kind of fun to watch a team tough enough and patient enough to run the football to get these first downs instead of throwing it all the time.
They'll run it off the toss. They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
That was a running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
On 2nd and 1, throws the pass. He makes the catch. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
Good lead pass, too. It was a great lead pass.
That reception gave them the first down. Lynch running to the right. Lynch with an impressive run. This is turning into quite a drive, Bill.
Nice job, Jim, by the offensive coordinator, just mixing the plays up and keeping the defense off balance.
First and 10. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. Picks up 9.
Anytime you get in the red zone, you want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today. They're down more than 7, but don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
2nd and 1. Eyeing that left side. Right on the money.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
2-minute warning. First down here. Wilson's whooped, and he's in for the touchdown.
The first play.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
Man, he blew that. He must be a lot of wind out
And a touchback.
Gotta be. He ain't never kicked that. We're going to play this the way it needs to be played. I'm not going to say it.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. That's over to Welker. That ball is picked off. Flag is out.
And that's a face mask. Give me mask. Give me mask.
Penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. Russell Wilson has it under center. First and 10. Robinson's taking the handoff. Second down here after that run play. Trying to make something happen. And he was wide open.
Well, the NFL, they can't always block those defensive linemen. Good job that time by the quarterback. Avoiding the rush, getting outside the pocket, and a beautiful throw on the run.
Here's the handoff out of the strong eye.
I think you got to be a little more creative in the red zone than this. When you just line up and run the football like that, you're not going to get a lot of yards. And that time, they just got a short gain.
Touchdown.
The fullback in most offenses in the NFL very seldom gets to carry the football, but down near the goal line, they serve a good purpose. Quick hitting plays by a big, powerful guy gets it done.
I seen him too. I couldn't hold it. Thinking about the Seahawks.
Ready here for the kickoff.
Man, it's out. Put that shit on man.
send him to the 20-yard line. Moreno lined up in the backfield. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. That reception picks up the first down.
Don't see enough of this in the NFL anymore, the out route. Everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks inside. But that is a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and wide receiver.
1st and 10. Challenging the defenders to the right side. That's an interception.
That interception is strictly on the quarterback. When you make bad decisions, I don't care how good you can throw the football. The results, usually it's going to turn into an interception.
Peyton giving him out free.
The Broncos defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Quarterback flips it to the running back. Pick up 3.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
That's crazy, man. I'll try to juke to the right.
The Broncos come out in the nickel. 2nd and 6. Here's the quick toss. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Outside linebackers are just, they really are great athletes. They got size and they can really run. That was a good job by the outside linebacker there that time, stopping the outside run for a little gain.
Looking for an open receiver on the right. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
Well, if you want to exploit cover 3, then you better be ready to throw the football to the sidelines. When my man is not afraid, and that was a good throw.
1st down following the long play. Marshawn Lynch takes the football. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us. And they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on 1st and goal for the touchdown.
The Seahawks lined up now for the point after. The point after is good.
I only go for 2 when I meet. I think that's the only time people should go for 2.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
Every penalty, that's crazy. Because the percentage of getting 2-point conversions is not very high.
They'll take it at the 20.
I think it's like 40%. We out here. We out here. Got 2 picks in a row. He went from throwing 6 passes in a row to 2 picks in a row. Where you at, Peyton? Where you at, Peyton? Show me something, boy.
1st down, offense readying for the snap. Play action.
Show me something, Peyton.
Peyton Manning looking down the field. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, for some reason, this quarterback likes to keep trying to go deep down the field against his cover 2. That's not the spot you want to go. You want to look underneath or right down the middle.
We playing man defense too, baby. We out here. We out here, boy.
Thomas in the slot on 2nd and 10. Manning still has it after interception.
That was an easy pick. I'm taking it.
Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
That's a big turnaround, man.
The defender got caught in the neutral zone right there. That'll cost him 5.
Yeah, he's a little too anxious. You know, all these defenders, they got one thing in common. You know what that is? They hate quarterbacks. They want to get there. A little too nervous there. Gets him caught in the neutral zone.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Use a picking when I can. The computer won't take that shit. You know? Going in the game, yo. We gotta own this shit. We gotta own this shit. Yeah, watch
The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas.
No.
But it's incomplete.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them. Here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
Let's do Peyton dirty, man. We're doing team dirty all year. Let's do them dirty, man. Let's do Peyton dirty.
The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense. Manning uncorks a long pass.
Give me that.
Pass is intercepted. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway.
What the fuck he dropped?
That does it for the first half. Broncos trailing this one. We're back here now in this one, where the Seahawks are leading by 17. Time to check in quickly with Danielle Bellini from the sidelines. Danny?
Guys, I got a chance to quickly speak with Russell Wilson during halftime. So far, his team is out in front, and he told me the important thing now is playing smart. If they can control play and just avoid costly mistakes, they'll be in good shape in the second half. That's all from down here, guys. Back to you.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field.
And I'm putting this on YouTube.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Getting away from the pressure. Going for the home run.
Russell.
And they can't connect.
I'm not going to say that was a good decision by the quarterback, but it will get the defense and wake them up and keep them alert to the fact that he is willing to throw the football down the field into some very risky coverage.
Lynch is going to secure the handoff.
An off-tackle run, it's a staple of all offenses in the NFL. And the general rule is you run off the right tackle because he is the power tackle, where the left tackle is the pass blocker.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance.
It's always good when your quarterback is able to deceive the defense with good play-action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback. Nice fake. Defense reacts to the run, and now you throw it over the top for the easy completion.
Nice tackle.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. If your team is down, you've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Running away from the pressure. Off the mark here as this throw heads out of bounds.
He could have had this man. He had this man beat, basically. Basically, he was like, okay, I'm gonna make him get in front of me instead of stay on the out of bounds.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Throws to the right. Secures it with two hands.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 3rd and goal from the 7. Looking to the right side and throwing. It's intercepted! And he's brought to the ground.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. You got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
Moreno lined up in the backfield. Challenging the defenders to the right side.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Challenge that play. I'm at the pausing challenge. That motherfucker's feet was out of bounds, man. Throw the challenge flag. Nothing easy, man. Nothing easy. Nothing easy.
That play is going to be challenged. There is the red flag.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football.
Welker's lined up in the slot. looking for an open receiver on the right. Right where it had to be.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense.
He running, y'all. He running.
1st and 10. Moreno's handed the football.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
I'll go.
2nd down and 7.
Don't worry about him.
He's looking to the right here on this throw. The defense did not give up an inch.
This is frustrating for a coach. You call a play, you get the receiver down the field on a quarter route, and your quarterback cannot put it on the target.
Now looking at 3rd down. Manning's got it in the gun. He'll fire it out to the left.
Give me that.
That ball was going the other way. Moves around him.
I have to say, that's just a terrible decision by the quarterback there. He's got to know when you're in a situation like this, you just cannot make that type of pass.
This is unheard of, Peyton Manning. Throwing 5 picks in a game.
Lynch is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. 1st and 10, Lynch. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
When you make play calls like that, you're not going to win many football games. That was a terrible call here on 1st down.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Escaping the pressure. Looks to his left. The ball's deflected, incomplete.
Good job by the linebacker. Just watching the quarterback, reading his eyes. He made the move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down.
I know what I can. He's bringing that blitz to that right side. Watch that man on the right side bringing that blitz.
It's a 2 tight end formation. 3rd and 12 to go.
Give me that.
Ball's on the ground.
No.
And the defense has it.
That's an incompletion.
That brings the play to an end. Great job by the defense.
That's an incompletion there. They won't let me challenge. That's some bullshit. They won't let me challenge it.
It's forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
Manning's back in shotgun formation. Scanning the field. And it's incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This guy has a strong arm. That time he just sails the football way past the receiver deep down the field.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here.
Outside
throws to the right. Peyton able to find Demaryius Thomas.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Moreno's lined up as the single back. Throwing now to his left. Intercepted. They've got him down there.
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything out there. Strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
Don't force anything out there. Don't force anything.
They're loaded up in the full house formation. He takes it on the counter. And he is tackled at the 14.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job.
I think he's going to quit. Man, hell no, man. No friendly quits over here. What you playing for? He about to disconnect now. User has disconnected. Watch it come up. Yeah, see, it's like you're never in the cycle. When you're beating somebody, I don't care. I could be losing by 80 points.
So far here today, he's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First down here after the run. On first down, it's back to the ground game.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. And a good gainer. Let's give him 9.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Going to lose yards here.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second and goal from the 6. Working that left side. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tight ends are more valuable when you get close to the goal line because they can use their body and push off and get open that way to score touchdowns. Nice job that time with the tight end.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
It's possible. It's possible. I did it before.
He'll start his return. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. Moreno lined up in the backfield from the shotgun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
That's a nice route that time by the wide receiver, running the corner route, and the quarterback just throws it too far and misses it.
Offense lines up here. Manning from the gun. Looking for a receiver on the left side here. They pick up the first down with that reception.
If you got a defensive back that's scared to death and not going to give up the big play, you've got to run things like this. The out route, nice route by the wide receiver, and a good throw by the quarterback.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Waits for an opening to unfold. Ball's picked off. He stacked up at that point.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Lynch is lined up in a single back formation. First and 10. Tosses it to the running back. Good job on the ground there by Lynch.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
That might have did it, man. That might have did it for him, y'all. That might have did it for him, y'all. I don't know. He making defensive adjustments or he leaving. It's one or the other.
The offense back to the line after the 60-yard gainer on the previous play.
I'm trying to get killed now.
The penalty is declined.
Offense lines up again after that jolting 60-yard plus play. The Seahawks for the touchdown.
When you got a good wide receiver,
like that, Bryce.
you got to find different ways to get him the football. You throw it to him and also give him a chance to run a reverse every now and then. Look how fast he is. Caught the defense off guard.
41
Nice touchdown.
unanswered points.
The defense, a little jumpy right there.
Unanswered points.
Seahawks ready here for the kickoff. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it, man. You just stick to your game plan. Very working, man. Make adjustments, adjust to what the other player is doing.
Welker's a receiver in the slot.
Watch out for the screen, man. Watch out for the screen. I'm not trying to run the screen on this. I'm trying to play my part. Stay in there. Try to play my part, man. That was Seattle. The best crowd in the NFL right now.
Quarterback did not get the snap in time. That'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
First down following the penalty.
Trying to get kicked. Trying to get kicked out. Every time too. You have to want to play one way or another.
Delay of game will cost him 5.
Delay of game, offense.
It still count as quit, so you're gonna quit, man. Go ahead and quit, dog. It still count as quit. Still
First and 15 after the penalty.
Ain't no way around it, man. You gotta quit from the menu, or you just disconnect or get kicked. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same end result. The same end result. I know you're able because you got a microphone. And the guy got connected with the receiver.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Incomplete.
All night, buddy. All night. So it is what it is.
Nickel formation for the defense here. That's a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. The wide receiver in motion. Unable to beat the down clock, and that'll cost him 5 yards, a delay of game.
I wish I could send messages. I wish it would show recent plays.
Still second down.
Hey, one more cuz out of here, man. You about to be out of here, man. 41 unanswered points. And he bitching up at the end of the game.
Wide receivers are bunched up.
About 6 picks on it in a row. No punts. 6 picks. K&M. Second and 25. Running the clock. Running the clock, man. The clock ain't moving. He running the play clock. This don't make no sense.
Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. looking for an open receiver on the right. And incomplete.
We still got 2 more down, though. What happened to the mic, man? You got all quiet after the first drive.
Welker's in the slot.
Do me a favor, man. Just take the Xbox One back. Nah, no, keep the Xbox One. Take it out. You know, for this. Take that shit back to the store, man. He ain't gonna do that. He wanna get kicked. Sorry ass nigga, man. I can't believe. See, that's the shit you gotta put up with sometimes. When the little exploits don't work for people, they do things like that. You know?